Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks. Week 4 in the NFL is here. Last week I did exceptional. I did 7-1 overall. I went 3-1 in my video picks. That's 66.7% for the year. The only game I lost was the Seattle game, and they just gave that game away. More about that later. I went 3-0 on my Twitter. First time this season, went 3-0. Week 2, all my unders cashed. So I'm thinking, hey, week 3, let's play the overs. So I put all of my 3 favorite overs in, all 3 of them cashed. If you haven't signed up for Twitter, check me out at halfmooner and the number 2 at Twitter. Free picks, what you got to lose. And of course, in my final, in my video, I did win again on my teaser, 3-team teaser. Excellent, win, all way around, all last week. And hope to do it again this week. Let's see, what else to pick? Oh, the comment of the week. Yeah, I can't forget that one. I got a few of them this week. I couldn't help myself, so let me just read those off for you. Steel Flex. Losers everywhere. 1, 2, 3. Again, back-to-back weeks. Done with you. And Mixed Music said, wow, you suck. And third but not least, my favorite is John Caforto. I'm fading this guy from now on. He had a lucky first week. Watch me fade. Nope, you ain't getting rid of me that easy. Not happening. See, 25% of the teams in the NFL is either on their backup quarterback or have a rookie quarterback. So, 8 teams out of the 32 teams either have some kind of backup quarterback or a rookie. One of my friends, they told me when a quarterback gets injured, you always play that team the following week, and then you fade them the rest of the week. And I was like, why did you tell me that before last week? That would have been a perfect time. So fading a lot of backup quarterbacks this week is a good decision. Bye weeks for the Jets and the 49ers. And if you haven't seen my futures bet, that's usually the first video I put out throughout the year. I know not too many people watch it. But the 2 predictions I made on my video, I said Buffalo, here, I'll show you right here. The Buffalo would go to the playoffs, yes. And that paid at plus 325. And my big one, the Lions win the NFC North at 900. That's, it's looking pretty good so far, but like I said, it's only week 4. Let's see how it goes. And last but not least was a big meme I saw on the on what is it, Facebook. I think it was hilarious. It was, the Dolphins tickets are so cheap right now. You can get a seat down near the coaches and pick 2 plays for $75. That's hilarious. All right, let's start the show. My 4th pick of the week, my upset pick of the week, we got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are a 3-point favorite, and here I like the Minnesota Vikings to go in there. I just think they're just a more talented offensive team. And I think they're pretty equal on defense. I look to see who Chicago beat so far. They beat 2 0-3 teams, Denver and Washington. They haven't beat anybody yet. I'm not saying the quality teams that Minnesota's been playing is great. They beat Atlanta, which I think is a pretty decent team, and trounced on them. And Oakland, they're a tier above. Both of them are 1 and 2. I get it, but at least I could say the 3 points in a divisional game is a good shot. Last year the game was Chicago did win 25-20, but it was a horrible game. This week they're going to have predicted thunderstorms and possible rain. Last year, like I said, Mitch Trubisky had 1 TD and 2 interceptions, and Kirk Cousins had 2 TDs and 2 interceptions. So I'm telling you to take Minnesota +3 on the road to Chicago. And my 3rd pick of the week is the New England Patriots traveling to the Buffalo Bills. The New England Patriots are a 7-point favorite, And the last time the New England Patriots have lost to the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo is 2011. In the last 2 years, they held Buffalo for only 9 points. Both games combined, just 3 field goals. New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills are both 3-0, undefeated. But when you look at who the Buffalo Bills have played so far, the Jets, the Giants, and the Bengals, they only have 1 win combined, all 3 teams. So I'm telling you, the quality of opponents that the Patriots have played, just slightly better. I know, Pittsburgh, Miami. But they have this stout defense. #1 defense, top 3 offense. So I'm taking New England -7. And my #2 pick of the week, we got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to the Cleveland Browns. The Baltimore Ravens are a 7-point favorite. And in the last 16 years, Baltimore's 14-2. The only 2 times they lost was in close overtime losses. Cleveland Browns this year is one of those teams that seem to get tired in the fourth quarter. They play good, first 3 quarters, and the fourth quarter they just forget about. So it's one thing, I did all this research on myself, and I went back and reviewed all 3 games. The other opposing teams scored 31 points compared to Cleveland's 0 points. And when you go back and look at Baltimore's fourth quarter statistics, you go, they're 29-9. So it should be a blowout in the fourth quarter. It might be close all the way through the fourth quarter. I think it's going to be a blowout. So give me Baltimore -7. And my #1 pick of the week, we got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to the New Orleans Saints. The Dallas Cowboys are a 3-point favorite. And basically these 2 teams met last year, and Dallas did win 13-10. Dallas did play a lot of street ball against Miami last week. Just said, hey, just run this route, turn here, and you go down and we're just going to throw it. The first half, I think management came in this halftime and said, hey, we're done with the street ball. Let's go out, play some plays, and then, Dallas turned it on. I know the quality teams haven't been so great against Dallas. I've heard it all. And the sharp play is against Dallas, and betting on, the home dog and the Saints. I'm not buying. I just can't get into that. I've watched Teddy Bridgewater for so long, play the backup quarterback on the first week, which he should have against Seattle, which I found out too late, and then fade him the rest of the time. So we're fading him now. Bridgewater, I saw Detroit, pick him off in a game like 5 different times, in one game. It's how bad. And I think Dallas is like probably next to Green Bay is probably one of the top teams in the NFC. I'm not banking on New Orleans without, I picked New Orleans with Drew Brees to go to the Super Bowl, and then he might come back, and win a bunch of games, but not with Teddy Bridgewater. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. It's only 3 points. And everybody's like, oh, they won last week in Seattle. Seattle shot themselves in the foot. Bridgewater didn't do nothing. They did some special teams touchdowns. They had a pick 6. That's how they got their scores. They got so far ahead, and then Seattle's not a come back from behind team either. So, they can just make more mistakes on top of more mistakes. So, give me Dallas Cowboys -3. Alright, that about wraps it up. If you just wanted your 10-minute video, go ahead. Don't forget to hit the like or subscribe. I need all the views and subscriptions I can get. And let's just talk about the rest of the games. This is what I think and what I like. There's a bunch of teams I'm going to stay away from and just, throw a dart at. But just looking at the Thursday night game we got, Philadelphia at Green Bay. It seems like the underdogs won, all first 3 weeks, underdog is. But then, you hear some of the experts, they'll say, oh, it's just so hard for the visiting team to come in, play off a short week compared to the home team, with like 1 day of practice. And here we got Philadelphia. They're all banged up and injured. But Philly's, 5-1 on Thursday night football. But, I expect, trust me, I'm a Lions fan. I'd love to see the Green Bay lose, but I don't know, this point spreads up to 5. Green Bay's 3-0, the ATS 3-0. Philadelphia's 0-3 for the season in ATS wise, 1-2 straight up. you know, you have to take Green Bay at home. Philadelphia just, Detroit just had no problems with it. So I'm taking probably Green Bay minus the 5. Not liking that pick, but what can you do? Thursday nights games seem to be garbage lately. All right, next we got the 1 o'clock game. We got Carolina at Houston. Houston's 4-point favorite. I was gonna have this one as my upset pick, as my number 4 upset pick. I was gonna pick Carolina. The spread was at -6, but I just checked and made it the -4. Kyle Allen looked really good. He was spot on, didn't throw interceptions. And Riverboat Ron, on back-to-back weeks, and a dog on the second game is 6-2. So, he likes being that dog. And plus, they lost their first 2 games at home, so they're gonna have to make that up somehow by winning 2 road games. So I'm liking the Carolina spot on here, but so is everybody else. They're all picking it. So if it dips down to 3, which it may or may not, the play might be Houston, but I'm still liking Carolina, but we'll see how it goes. It goes towards the spread towards the end of the week. So if it stays over 3, then I'm probably going Carolina. If it's 2 or 3 and under, then I'll probably go Houston. Next 1 o'clock game, we got Washington traveling to the New York Giants. Man, did Washington ever look so bad on Monday night? I had to. They just horrific when the Bears just cut through you like a hot blade on butter. It was unbelievable. Case Keenum versus the Washington Redskins. That should be the name of the game. He himself lost 2 fumbles through 3 interceptions. And they went like 69 total rushing yards. Yeah, I like the Bears defense, but not to the point where your team is so stagnant you can't do nothing but give the Bears the football. It's unbelievable. The Giants ain't much better. Yeah, they had their first win last week in Tampa. Tampa, should have won that game. They had to miss, easy 30-yard field goal, and they just totally missed it. So, he made rookie mistakes as expected. So both these 2 teams is a lot, but I'm getting 3 points, so I'm taking Washington. They give you 3 points, divisional game. I've said it so many times. You don't know who's going to win, but you're getting 3 points. So this might be a close game, and if it does, I'll take that ATS win. Next, we got the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to the Miami Dolphins. Oh my God. Both these teams are Miami's 0-3 ATS, and Chargers are 0-2-1 ATS, and you're putting me a 16.5 point spread. Oh man, this game has ugly written all over it. The Dolphins have been outscored 133-16. This has to be the history of the worst team I've ever seen before in my life. They have 0 second-half points on all their games. So it's like they getting so far outscored, they just give up in the second half, and that's what it looks like. I mean, phew. The Chargers can score some points, so they might want to. But it's gonna be hot and muggy down there. Miami looked like they started, they tried to play the first half of the Dallas game, but they gave up the second half. Man, non-divisional game. I'll probably end up taking the Chargers minus the 16.5. Just because, Miami, until they can beat someone ATS-wise, it might be considerable, but I'm not laying a lot of money on this one. Next, we got the Oakland Raiders traveling to Indianapolis. Oakland, they look dismal. They're another road game for them. They're back-to-back road games. And Indianapolis looks pretty good. Indianapolis 2-1, Oakland 1-2. It's a 7-point spread though, man. 7 points, and I don't want to lay 7 points with the Colts, and I know I don't want to bet on the Raiders. So, but 7 points, 7 points. I'm gonna take the 7 points. That's Indianapolis will just keep this game to slow. Run the ball, slow, dink and duck passes. Where you might get backdoor cover with the Raiders. So yeah, give me that 7 point. Next, we got the Tennessee at Atlanta, another 1 o'clock game. Atlanta's 4-point favorite, man. They're 1-2. Tennessee's 1-2. Tennessee just looked so bad last Thursday night, but they're on back-to-back games. But they had extra days of rest. Atlanta just, what's going on? They have all that talent and just looks so bad. Their defense can't stop nothing. I think Tennessee might just, just drag this game to a crawl, be able to run all over Atlanta. Tennessee has a decent defense, so they might be able to stop Atlanta's passing attack. And you're getting 4 points, so yeah, give me Tennessee plus that 4. Next, we go into the 4:05 games Eastern time. We got Tampa Bay traveling to the LA Rams. The Tampa Bay off that tough loss, off that missed field goal. They're 1-2. The Rams are 3-0. So it's a 10-point spread, man. Rams, they just play games close. Sometimes they'll blow them out, but I think Tampa can keep it somewhat close. 3 scores, close, hopefully. 2 scores at least, and get a push. The Rams are 3-0 ATS wise, so they're doing great ATS, but 10 points is way too much for me. So give me the Tampa Bay Bucks plus that 10 points. Next, we got the Seattle traveling to Arizona. Seattle 2-1, Arizona 0-2-1. Kyler Murray waiting for his first victory. The defensive game. Seattle had a lot of costly mistakes, and last week they're coming off a loss. Not good for Arizona. I think they're just gonna fix all that and come in there and take the victory. So yeah, give me Seattle minus the 5.5. Last but not least, we got Jacksonville traveling to Denver. Jacksonville 1-2, Denver 0-3. Minshew looked great on Thursday night, but like I said, that was that Thursday night game. It was an ugly, rainy game. And here they're traveling to Denver, which is a very hard place to play. Minshew, rookie, like I said, we're fading the backup quarterbacks. Definitely go fade Minshew. Taking Denver at home to get their first victory of the year. It's only a 3-point spread. We got the experienced quarterback versus a rookie. Both bad teams. I'm just taking Denver at home to get their first victory and fading the rookie, backup rookie, I should say. And last but not least, we got Monday Night Football. We got Cincinnati traveling to Pittsburgh. This game is disastrous. We got 0-3 Cincinnati, 0-3 at Pittsburgh with their backup quarterback. Nobody can do anything here whatsoever. The spread just jumped from 3 to 3.5 to 4. Pittsburgh did pretty good. That backup did their last home game against Seattle. He held it within a score. Can Cincinnati do that? They've been doing a lot of road games. It's hard to say. This is a toss-up. I don't know who I'd taken. I got Pittsburgh circled right now. That might change. I'm looking at the spread. See if it goes closer to 3 for Pittsburgh. Going over 4 with Cincinnati. That's how I'm going to play this game. And that's how I'm wrapping up this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you all for those new members that coming in here and join me. Hopefully we'll have another great week this week. And I will see you next week. Peace. You enjoy placing a few bucks on your favorite team? Maybe try your hand at cards or on the slots. Use me as a reference and head over to my Twitter and click on the link below and receive a new member bonus and help support this channel. Bovada, just better.
Why are people stupid? Why are there so many retards? that play this game.
Are you playing this game? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.